Let's get it. Oh.
Now, it's kind of funny that Teddy started all of this with a simple comment, because it was like I think he went to say no offense taken, but in this one we're gonna say all defense taken because some people got snubbed. I mean, of course, the NBA announced their 2023-2024 all NBA first team. I mean, all NBA defense first team. Let me be correct, because once I start saying some of these names, you might ain't no way Victor Wembanyama is on there. Anthony Davis, Rudy Gobert, Herb Jones, Bam Adebayo. That's your first team.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of centers, man. What the guards at? But and on the
Oh, you
second,
gonna see it. You gonna see it.
I will say on the second team, I guess is what Alex Caruso. What? Okay, Drew Holiday, Jalen Suggs, Derek White, Jaden McDaniels. Hey man, they got Kevin Durant. We got Jaden McDaniels. That quote looking good right about now. Phoenix, step it up. But we also just want to talk about, man, and I want to hear from you guys. Who feel like got snubbed from this list? They need to come up with a third team. Maybe I can make it. But anyway, who do you guys feel like got snubbed from this list? And I'm gonna start with you, Joe.
Alex Caruso. It's the name. Drew Holiday. It's the name. Now I get it. The Celtics number 2 defense like last year. Number 2 defense in the league, and Drew Holiday is known for being a defensive specialist, but I didn't think he deserved it this year. I think he literally got off his name. But Alex Caruso, I get it. He does a good job defense. He's a great defender. Last time I checked, the Bulls were the fifth best defensive team last year. Dropped to 24th this year. All I know is the Sacramento Kings were the 24th defense last year, jumped to the 14th because of De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox improved his defense, and he led the league in steals. Swiping, no swiping. So why is Caruso up there? I thought you had to be a top defender to be on. Now, Wemby, he up there because of his blocks. He up there because of his steals. His defense wasn't that good as far as team was. So what's up with my man De'Aaron Fox? So I think Alex Caruso got there literally for his name. Now, you can give it to Drew Holiday, I guess, but it's the name.
Hey.
I knew you was gonna say D Fox, so I had to defend the other point guard that also led the league in steals, SGA. I think he should have been at least on one of these two teams. Not only is he known for being a good steals guy, he's also known for blocking shots as well. I think he's definitely one of the guys that belong up here as well. And I mean, does Herb Jones really deserve to be on the NBA first team?
Ooh.
Because I don't remember hearing his name in any of the Defensive Player of the Year things.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's too much dip in your chip now. Go ahead, Mike. You want to go there?
And I understand that Jaden McDaniels is there for Minnesota, but Anthony Edwards didn't deserve to be on here either. I definitely feel like I didn't pay attention to Herb Jones, so that's just put me on that. I didn't pay attention to him this year. But I guess that's the one name on the first team that shocked me because I didn't hear much about the Pelicans other than Zion having to make sure that he lose weight, and then Brandon Ingram just choking in the playoffs. But the only other thing is I think SGA should have been somewhere on there. Not sure who he should have replaced, but SGA should have been on either the first or second team.
We're going off of what you said, Dave. You take Herb off, or Herb, my bad. You take Herb off, move him possibly, not even just take him off, take Alex Caruso off. One of those, and then you bring in what Joe said. You bring in De'Aaron Fox, and then you bring in SGA. So, which one of those do you think should make the first or second team if you go with that scenario?
If I'm going with that scenario, I'm putting Fox in the first team.
Dang, I don't think he's first team.
I'm saying if it's between him and SGA, I'm putting Fox.
What about you, Joe?
But I'm not saying that. I didn't think that. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to Herb Jones this year, so I don't know what his defensive numbers are. So if everyone's saying that if it's a consistency, he should be on first team, then keep him there. But I definitely think SGA and Fox should have been on one of these defensive teams.
Wasn't this a debate on RBO
between Fox and SGA defense? I think so. Yeah.
Because my man coming back for you, Joe.
Let me ask Vaughn a question. So just because you're the best defender, meaning you're supposed to make the team? Is that the case? So why do we play the games anyway? Like, we know Caruso is probably a better on-ball defender than Fox. We all know that. But what was your impact? That's what I want to know. What was your impact? Because I know Evan Mobley is one of the best defensive players in the league. He's not on the list. I know a lot of guys that's on the list who's known to be best defensive guys, but just because you have the reputation, you're actually a good one, don't mean you make it. It's what you did, what your team did, really. But let me start. I'm gonna get the Vaughn. Shea, listen, I told y'all in the chat, Shea don't guard the best player, Dave. Now, the reason why I'm showing the steals with Fox, because Fox actually checks the best player. Now, obviously, we switched around sometimes. When Keon Ellis came in, he was guarding people. Keegan was sometimes. But Fox, there are moments, a lot of moments when Fox straps people. SGA, I don't think he guarded Kyrie or Luka the whole series.
He did. I've seen.
When he got switched, he was designated one of them. He was look. When the coach brought the clipboard, he didn't say SGA, you got Luka. SGA, you got Kyrie. That was never the case. I even called before the series. I said, let's see how let's see if SGA got him. Jalen Williams was a designated guy on him. Lou Dort was a designated guy on him. Now, also, so I don't think SGA should have made it because of the steals. Herb Jones got a case to be Defensive Player of the Year. He definitely should be on there. Herb Jones definitely should be on there, right? Now, Caruso, I get it, Vaughn. Caruso is definitely what's the name? He's a good defender. I get it. But Vaughn, explain to me why the Bulls dropped from 5th all the way to the 20s. And I'm supposed to be walking with Defensive Player of the Year because of reputation? Come on now. My man, De'Aaron Fox, our defense was one of the worst in the league. And because of De'Aaron Fox, defensive ability stepped up, we increased. You can bring a Keon you want. Keon came at the end of the season. He barely got minutes the whole season. He played a few games here and there, and then went into the end of the season when Keon really got burned. And Keegan, you're right, he's good. So you want to put Keegan up there? I can put Keegan up there because he did lead the league in one-on-one isolation defense. I can do that. I can throw Keegan in there. But Caruso got to go. Get him out of here. It's the name. Shout out to AJ, by the way. So, yeah, Vaughn, just because you're a good defender don't mean you're supposed to make it. That statement is not valid at all. So, and they, once again, is SGA still the best two-way player in the league? No, he's not.
Let him cook
Good
now.
offensive player, and not best two-way.
Let him cook.
I think I want to see an episode of Joe and Vaughn on RBO and on the show talking.
And real quick, the Ant-Man. Somebody brought the Ant-Man. Ant-Man, there you go. Javon, why Ant-Man didn't make it? He one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. Why didn't he make it? Because he didn't do it the whole year. We know he's capable. We know who he is. They were the number one defense. So why in the world Boston got two players on there when Minnesota's number one defense? Well, they got Rudy Gobert. But Ant-Man is an elite defender. We saw that. You think Drew Holiday going to strap Jamal Murray like Ant-Man did? No, he's not. Ant-Man is more athletic. He's more quicker than Drew Holiday right now. Drew Holiday has a reputation, but right now, Ant-Man is a better defender. But we ain't put him up there, though, because it's about what you did in the season. Once again, it's the name.
Hey, look, some people take the season off and they step up in the postseason, man. But what was you saying, Dave? Because we got a little bit of Kings talk just now. You said nobody cared about the Kings, but we care now.
That was something. I want to see them. I want to see y'all battle it out again. I gotta see that. Because it seems like that's going to continue to happen with SGA and Fox.
But look, it's cool, Vaughn. If Keegan caught, that's cool. Take Caruso out of there and throw Keegan in there. We ain't got to talk about Fox. Get Caruso. Man, give me that headband, man. You don't pull it long hair. What's wrong with you? Get him off of here. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
You took the man headband. This is crazy. Hey, yo. Yeah, Joe. That's all I'm gonna say. Nah, they going at it. Yeah, this is. Hey, I'm with you, Dave. Get the popcorn. This is either this members only or we bringing this back live. But yeah, this we got to see this one again. Jordan versus Jordan.
But like, all right, go ahead, man.
Hey,
I want to know Caruso, John, if his impact is so big, which I think he's a really good defender. But the daggone Bulls, hold on.
we're gonna let you get this point off and we're gonna close this one out.
No, go ahead, continue. I'm moving too slow. I'm moving too slow, man.
Oh, it's all good.
Slow,
All right, well, cool. Well, look.
The Chicago Bulls, go ahead, Tomo. 22nd defense. They went from the 5th best defense to the 22nd. You don't reward nobody with all defense if your team went from the 5th to the 22nd. You don't reward people for that. I'm sorry. Yes, you're a great defender. You don't get rewarded for that. Wemby only made it because he went crazy on the blocks. He went crazy on the stocks. Crazy. I mean, we talking about what he did from January to the end of the season. It's more than what everybody did for the whole season. That's the only reason why Wemby made it. If Wemby didn't have all those blocks, he would not have been on defensive player of the year. All defense, because usually an all defensive team, they are a good team. Good defensive team. The Bulls was terrible this year.
Well, speaking of teams,
Yeah, Jay. Well, I think Drew Holiday lost a step, man. I did. We saw him against Jimmy Butler last year. He can't guard me. I'm like, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, Tomo. Go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You sure? You said this about 3 times, both me and Dave.
They don't took my bad, y'all. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Whew.
All right. Speaking of teams, because
Living in the past.
Look, I mean, speaking of the past, I like that. Alley-oop, because we getting up out of here. We are getting out of here.